Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to the day 83 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. So I'm sure unless you guys live under a rock that you guys know that today is the day the Cleveland Cavaliers play the Golden State Warriors once again, the second matchup of the year. Now if you guys remember, in the first matchup on Christmas Day this year, the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Golden State Warriors when they came down from a 14-point deficit in the fourth quarter and Kyrie Irving hit a game-winning shot. Alright, that's what happened last game. What I want to talk about this game is the importance of this game. Just how important is it and who needs to win this game more? So I'm going to attempt to take a look at from both sides, from the Warriors side and the Cleveland Cavaliers side. And like I said, if you guys don't know, I'm a Pistons fan, so there was like no favoritism or anything going on here. We're gonna start with the Golden State Warriors side. Now let's be honest here, the Golden State Warriors receive a lot of scrutiny for any time they lose a game. No matter what game it is, to no matter what team it is, if the Golden State Warriors lose, they come under a decent amount of fire. Maybe it's because the losses this year, except for the Houston Rockets loss, have all been pretty bad loss, whether it was just like a bad loss as in they were blown out or they gave up a lead. Maybe that has something to do with it, but the other thing is the people expect the Golden State Warriors to win every game. People are saying, well, you have all this great talent. You had a 73-9 record last season. You added a former MVP in Kevin Durant. You should be winning every single game. I feel like that's what some people think about it, and then people like to see them lose. People that aren't Golden State fans, you know, people that don't like the Golden State Warriors for whatever reason, like to see the Golden State Warriors lose. I mean, for some reason, that's just the way it is. So if you're the Golden State Warriors, you look at it like this. You've lost the past 4 games you've played against Cleveland, counting the NBA Finals. You lost the last 4 games you played against Cleveland. After you lost against Cleveland last time, you came under some pretty heavy fire. There were a lot of people doubting the Warriors if their ability to beat the Cavs. So just off the top, I'm gonna say it right now, I think this game is much more important to the Golden State Warriors than it is to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think the Golden State Warriors are going to come out with a chip on their shoulder, like they have something to prove. Whereas if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, even when you lose, no one really questions you. Could it be because you play in the Eastern Conference, you're basically already ticketed to make the finals? Most likely, because if the Cleveland Cavaliers lose, you don't see people picking the team apart. You don't see it happening. You know, since they acquired Kyle Korver in their first 2 games, they lost both of the games. Now that had nothing to do with Kyle Korver or anything like that. They went on a 2-game losing streak, and yet no one was panicked. But I can't imagine what would happen if the Golden State Warriors went on a 2-game losing streak. They've never gone on an actual losing streak so far this season where they lost more than 1 game. But if they did, I'm sure the media and some of the fans would start to pick them apart. So if you're Cleveland, there really isn't much for you to lose by losing this game. You know, they're not just gonna go out there and roll over and play dead, but at the same time I feel like they're not going to try as hard as the Warriors will. I just have a feeling the Cleveland Cavaliers are not going to try as hard as the Warriors will. If the Cleveland Cavaliers lose tonight, how many headlines do you think there will be about doubting the Cleveland Cavaliers and their ability to beat the Warriors? Just about 0. Not many people are going to be talking about that. The only person that will be doubting the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James would be Skip Bayless. But if the Golden State Warriors lose, I guarantee you every single headline tomorrow will be talking about how the Warriors can't beat the Cavs. They lost 5 straight games against the Cavs since being up 3-1 in the NBA Finals. I can guarantee you that's what the headlines will be like tomorrow if the Cavaliers do win. I mean, the fact that LeBron doesn't even see this as a rivalry, you just tell how much he cares specifically about tomorrow's game. He admitted that they are the best team in the NBA at the moment, but like I said, he also wanted to say that it is not a rivalry. So if LeBron James doesn't see it as a rivalry, why would he go out there and try extra hard? To him, it's just like playing against, you know, the San Antonio Spurs or just another great team like that. I mean, they're not going to try, but he's not going to be playing like with that edge. To the Golden State Warriors, I think it's more personal than that. Anytime you lose in the finals to a specific team and then you lose in the regular season to a specific team and then everyone starts to tear you apart for losing to that specific team, yeah, it's a bit more personal. So yeah, that's just what I think about tonight's game, Cleveland versus Golden State. And I think the Golden State Warriors are going to come out with more aggression than the Cavs will. Not saying that it's going to be like a sure thing the Golden State Warriors win or the Golden State Warriors win or anything like that, but I just think the Golden State Warriors have more to lose and have more to prove in this game than the Cleveland Cavaliers do. Let me know what you guys think about this game down in the comment section below though. Who do you see winning and why? Do you guys like agree with me or anything like that? Do you guys think the Golden State Warriors do have more to prove or the Cavs still have something to prove? Let me know what you guys think. Russell Westbrook always plays like he has something to prove. Just watching him play, he's always playing like he has something to prove. 36 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, and 4 steals for Russell Westbrook last night. His 20th triple-double of the season. I believe he became the 8th player in NBA history to have at least 20 triple-doubles on the season. They are just halfway through the season. They've only played 42 games, so they have 39 to go. So just how many triple-doubles he'll get, who knows? The Thunder beat the Sacramento Kings last night, 122 to 118. Like I said, Russell Westbrook had 36 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists on the night. And Victor Oladipo also had 23 points, and Enes Kanter had an amazing game off the bench with 29 points and 12 rebounds. And for the Sacramento Kings, DeMarcus Cousins continues to have a terrific season, but more often than not, it's just not going to wind up with a W. 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists for the boogeyman. And if he does stay in Sacramento, I surely hope that Sacramento doesn't just abuse his loyalty and actually put some talent around him. The Toronto Raptors beat the dysfunctional New York Knicks last night. No Kristaps Porzingis for New York, as he's still complaining about Achilles soreness. Anytime it's something with the Achilles, that's not really something you want to play with. DeMar DeRozan had another really good game. Once again, more of an all-around player this year. 23 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds for DeMar. Kyle Lowry also did his thing with 16 points, 6 of 10 shooting from the field to go along with 9 assists. And Norman Powell is another really young guy I like off their bench. Sometimes he doesn't get that much play time, but I really think he could be a really good shooting guard in this league if given the opportunity. 21 points for Powell last night on 7 of 13 shooting from the field. For New York, it's not looking too good in New York. 18 points for Carmelo, but he came out yesterday and said that if Phil Jackson wants him off the team, then that's a discussion that they need to have. The Houston Rockets snapped their little 2-game losing streak with a 137 to 112 win over the Brooklyn Nets last night. James Harden, another triple-double. 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists for the bearded man. He just has to match Russell Westbrook blow for blow in this MVP race. Eric Gordon also did his thing off the bench. This is going to be the 6th man of the year. 24 points for Eric Gordon, and Trevor Ariza also had 23 points and 8 rebounds on the night. The Atlanta Hawks bounced back after their heartbreaking loss to the Boston Celtics a couple nights ago. They beat the Milwaukee Bucks 111 to 98. Newly acquired Mike Dunleavy went off for 20 points off the bench, already doing much better for the Hawks than he ever did for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 24 points for Kent Bazemore, and Dwight Howard had 16 points and 14 rebounds for the Hawks. And for the Bucks, Giannis tried to do it all, but it just wasn't enough. 33 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks for the Greek Freak. An absolutely amazing game, but he just couldn't get the help he needed from the rest of his team. Doug McDermott exploded for a career-high 31 points off the Chicago Bulls bench last night. 31 points and 6 rebounds for Doug McDermott, 9 of 16 from the field and 10 of 11 from the free throw line. I'm sure if he could just chip in half of that every single night, the Chicago Bulls would greatly appreciate it. Chicago Bulls and Jimmy Butler especially would greatly appreciate it. Thanks to that, Jimmy Butler didn't have to do as much heavy lifting last night. He still had a terrific game with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Still out there doing everything for the Chicago Bulls, but he didn't have to carry as much of the scoring burden last night. But the Bulls got the win over the Grizzlies, and for the Grizzlies, Mike Conley finished with 28 points and 8 assists, and Marc Gasol also had a really good game. I don't know why people don't talk about Marc Gasol as much. He might be up there in age, but he is still one of the best centers in the NBA. I love Marc Gasol. 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists for Marc. The Pistons finally got a win. It seems like forever since the Detroit Pistons got a win, and it wasn't the best win. 102 to 97 over the Los Angeles Lakers. Still no John Lure and still no Kentavious Caldwell-Pope for the Pistons, but at least they did not start Aaron Baines. They still played Aaron Baines over Boban Marjanovic, which I am not sure why Stan Van Gundy is doing, but hey, at least he did not start last night. 23 points apiece for Marcus Morris and Tobias Harris last night. Andre Drummond also did his thing, 15 points, 17 rebounds, and 3 steals. And for the Lakers, when it comes to 6-man, Lou Williams is having a terrific season as a 6-man, but I think it's going to go to Eric Gordon just because of the fact that the Rockets are winning. 26 points last night for Lou Williams, and D'Angelo Russell had 20 points as well for the Lakers. And last but not least, the Timberwolves couldn't stretch their 3-game winning streak to 4. I honestly wish they would have been able to, especially playing against the Dallas Mavericks, but they lose to the Dallas Mavericks 98 to 87. 17 points from Dirk Nowitzki, 19 points from Wesley Matthews, and 15 points off the bench for JJ Barea. And that about wraps up all the action for the Day 83 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and now it's time to get into the player of the day. But first, for the player of the day, you guys selected Devin Booker and his 39 points in the upset win over over the San Antonio Spurs over the runner-up Jimmy Butler, who had 28 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals in the Bulls win yesterday. For today's candidates, you have Russell Westbrook, who had a triple-double with 36 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. The other Mr. Triple-Double, James Harden, in his 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists. Next up, you have DeMar DeRozan in his 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And lastly, you have Andre Drummond in his 15 points, 17 rebounds, and 3 steals. So you guys can go vote now on the Amino Hardwood NBA app. Vote for the player of the day. The winner will be announced in tomorrow's video. The link to the poll will be in the description box as well as the comment section below, and so will the download for the app if you don't have it yet. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to let me know what you think about the Cleveland vs Golden State game going down tonight in the comment section below as well. Subscribe if you haven't already for more daily NBA videos. You guys already know that I'll be right back here tomorrow with some more NBA fire. So until then, keep getting the buckets, Team SDC, and I'm out of here. Peace.